This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Happened. It was in the Observer. Quote, an angle was proposed for Raw this week where Paul Heyman would beat up Jim Ross, but Ross nixed it. Do you remember that?
Very vaguely. Paul always had ideas.
Sure.
But, putting two cows on ice doesn't mean it's going to be ballet. So I saw, and here's what happens there. Eventually I was involved in a lot of matches, but none that I wanted to be in because I didn't feel like I was very good at that particular job. But the minute by minutes ratings kill me because it's like watching NASCAR. I don't think they were watching to see me win or have this technical expertise. They're watching for a train wreck, car wreck, whatever. And so if Heyman and I shoot this angle, how do we blow it off?
Right.
Well, it seemed to me, if I recall correctly, nobody had the idea of how we're going to blow it off. So how do we pay it off? Or are we just going to go half-ass this thing? And I just wasn't really interested in, I worked with a lot of guys that could work, but including Eric we were talking about, because I remember him hitting me in the head with a cinder block. So it's not that I wouldn't do the business. It's just that where do you go with it?
That's so odd. Can you imagine how silly our conversations sound out of context? A few minutes ago, you're talking about Eric. And of course, we're friends now. Fast forward 5 minutes. Now, I remember him hitting me in the
That's part of the angle. I got juice.
It's still hilarious, though.
Yeah.
In the real world, nobody just knows a guy who broke a cinder block over their head.
I know. Well, it's not the real world, as you well know. So it's the sophomore drama class or something. But I didn't know what are we doing here? We're helping get Paul over,
right?
Because I'm not looking to wrestle. So I don't remember a lot of details of that conversation other than, Vince, I don't know why we're doing this.
Right.
I'll do whatever you want. And I would have done it, Conrad. It's not that JR nixed it. Like I had the veto power over creative. Well, that we all know that's not true.
Right.
So I don't know where Dave got that information. I nixed it, so it's a dead deal. If Vince had wanted that match or that encounter, that angle to be shot, we would have shot it. But he was like me in the sense that, where do we go with this thing? Where does it lead to? And I don't know what that answer is, to be honest with you. So, but it wouldn't have been it wasn't I use this a lot in a positive way, but that would not have been a Funk Briscoe classic. Heyman and JR. Good God Almighty! Can you even imagine that? It would have been hideous. So anyway, we didn't do it, but if Vince had wanted to do it, Connie,
we would have done it.
We would have done it.
So we're finally at the show. It's Invasion from the Gund Arena in Cleveland. The readers of the Wrestling Observer. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.